The following was recorded in front of a live studio audience at the Studio 21 Podcast Café. This is the United Podcast Network.
Welcome to the Pit Life BBQ podcast. Join us around the pit as we talk all things barbecue. Now here is your host, Johnnie Mags.
What's up, everybody? Coming to you live from the Studio 21 Podcast Café in Salem, New Hampshire. It's the Pit Life BBQ podcast. Welcome back. Hi, Chrissy.
Hi. How you doing?
I'm hanging in there.
You're hanging in there.
Hanging in there. Ooh, there's Gray. What's up, Gray?
All right.
So I think the weather's about to change for us there, kid.
I hope so. I'm sick of cold. I don't do well in the cold. I used to have a lot more insulation on my body. I don't anymore, so I get way colder, way quicker. Not a fan.
Nothing wrong with that.
It's fun for a little bit, but yeah, it gets old quick.
Yeah, my backyard's still probably 2 feet.
Jeepers.
The front is getting down there because that's where it gets all the sun. But,
Right.
But yeah, it's I've had just about enough of it, and plus I still can't get my smoker out of the damn garage.
Oh, it's still
Still stuck in the
Oh.
Where the hell?
What are you doing? What's going on over there? Hey. Just playing around on
There
Facebook?
we go.
All
right. I got the chat. I was missing the chat.
Cool. So
All right.
pretty cool show today.
Yeah.
Yes.
We got a little international. We got some.
I know.
Right down the road.
Yeah.
I like to say down in Georgia. We got a little everything going on today.
We do
So
today.
let's get into it, Chrissy. Today's show is brought to you by...
Who? Today's show is brought to you by the #1 best tasting shake on the planet, Uncle Steve's Shakes. Uncle Steve's Shakes are handmade, hand-measured, hand-mixed, and hand-packaged. Uncle Steve's Shake is made with the finest of ingredients and comes in 13 amazing flavors. The new CJ's West Coast Shake, check it out, including the competition line as well, and the incredible dessert shake. And also don't forget the new sauce addition to Uncle Steve's family, the sauce with no name. I ate some last night with chicken. No matter what you are eating, Uncle Steve's Shake has a shake for it. If you have any questions, Uncle Steve has great customer service to help you with all your shake needs. Go to UncleStevesShake.com to order your shakes today. Also on the website, you'll find some fantastic shake tips and recipes. You'll be amazed at just how versatile Uncle Steve's Shakes are. And while you're online, head on over to the Facebook and join Uncle Steve's Shake Nation to stay up to date with all the latest creations made using Uncle Steve's Shakes, and maybe even share some of your own. It's time to step up your backyard barbecue and your competition barbecue game with the Uncle Steve's Shake range. Uncle Steve's Shake, shake some on everything. I'm pretty sure that was seamless. I'm just going to toot my own horn right there.
That was pretty good.
That's pretty pro.
That's pretty good.
All right, your turn. Who else have we got?
Today also brought to you by Two Guys Smoke Shop and TwoGuysCigars.com. Whether I'm barbecuing or not, I always keep the smoke rolling. Thanks to my friends at TwoGuysCigars.com. Today I'm smoking the La Flor Dominicana Lajero. Absolutely fantastic, as
very nice.
all the La Flor Dominicanas are.
I just finished one. They are beautiful.
Thanks to my friends at TwoGuysCigars.com. I get to smoke some of the best cigars in the world, and so can you. Just visit TwoGuysCigars.com for your perfect barbecue companion. That's the number 2, GuyCigars.com.
Also, today's show brought to you by Magna Chef Gloves. Whether you are the family grill master or a professional pit master, quality tools make it easier for you to be your best on the grill. Longtime firefighter and founder of Magna Chef, Alan Fontaine, knows a little something about fire management. He designed the Magna Chef gloves and the Freedom Barbecue gloves for you to be able to get in and out of fast. With the magnetic swivel plates, you can easily slip in and out of these gloves. They will keep your hands cool and allow you to cook and grill safely. No more getting stuck in hot gloves. Depending on your glove preference, Magna Chef gloves have 2 fantastic options for you. The first is the classic Magna Chef barbecue glove, made of food-grade silicone, web fit for a firmer grip, dishwasher safe, one size fits all, and heat rated to 500 degrees Fahrenheit. And they come in how many colors? Is it like 4? Black, blue, red,
orange,
bedroom
and green.
Oh, and orange. And they also have the second option is the Freedom Barbecue gloves. It's a 5-finger flexible and pliable grip, 14-inch long cuff to protect your forearms, made of heat-resistant neoprene, heat rated up to 932 degrees Fahrenheit. These gloves help extend your time over that fire. Both styles of MagnaChef gloves are great for barbecue and kitchen use. Head on over to magnachef.com today. That's MAGNE chef.com and order yourself both pairs today. MagnaChef barbecue gloves, master the fire. Freedom barbecue gloves, take a stand, free your hand. That one was pretty seamless too.
You're getting pretty good
I'm
at
on
this,
it
kid.
today. This is what happens when I eat before I do the show. My brain functions properly.
Last but not least, brought to you by CustomCuttingBoardsRUs.com. Ian Hemming is building what I refer to as the Yeti of all cutting boards. These boards take an absolute beating.
Yeah, they do.
You cannot destroy these, even though I've tried. I put them through the tests, and they are still holding up, looking beautiful. Check them out from their dishwasher board, which is your standard countertop cutting board, to the absolutely massive 18 by 36 inch brisket board. And if pizza's right up your alley, he's got you covered on that too. Check out the new pizza board for that perfect slice every time.
Yeah.
Deep lip reservoirs catch all that juicy goodness coming from whatever proteins you're cooking. Durable material, durable engraving available, multi-colors, and then the rubber nubs on the bottom.
Yeah.
So even on a wet surface, these boards will not slip on you.
Not going
like
anywhere.
it's got that suction cup design. So on the wet surface, it will hold it. No more sliding.
Nuh-uh.
Check them out at CustomCuttingBoardsRUs.com and tell them I sent you. That is CustomCuttingBoardsRUs.com, the letter R, us.com. Let's see, Dutch, Gray, what's happening? Mad Max, Brother Efren, what's happening? Robert, what's going on? Guy, what's happening? C-Mac in the house. And there's Darren. All right. We're all good. We got the usual crew in.
Yeah.
So let's go. Guys, we are going to have an interesting conversation today because we are, like I said, we are going international along with national. Is that the word I'm talking about?
Yeah.
We got Georgia. We got Australia.
My homeland?
Yes,
What?
right. We had South Africa. A few of the boys weren't able to make it. Obviously, there's a major time difference.
Yeah, it's hard going full international.
You know,
with, like,
it's
multiple
7 o'clock in the morning, tomorrow morning in Australia right now. It's 11 o'clock or midnight in South Africa. Grubbs, same zone. It's 10 past. It's 5:10 where Grubbs is. So we're good. We didn't have it. We got the easy transition. But let's bring them on.
Let's
So
go.
representing the For the Love of Q International Barbecue Team, going to be cooking this year down at MEATSTOCK. Please welcome from BBQ, James Grubbs and Mr. William Plotz. What's up, gentlemen?
How you doing?
Hanging in, brother.
Man, thanks for having us.
Oh, man. It's
What's up, William? Good to I'll see you in a few weeks, brother.
Good to see you, Grubby.
So, William, I'm going to start with you because a lot of my followers are familiar with James, and then we'll jump to you, James. But please, William, tell us a little bit about who you are, how you got into the barbecue, and your journey so far.
Well, I'm just a normal guy. I just love barbecuing. I obviously come from South Africa originally, so we used to have a lot of braais and things like that, and I just got hooked into smoking meat. So I actually do it day in, day out. I work at a smokehouse where I smoke meat and serve smoked meats every day.
Nice.
Very nice. What's the name of the smokehouse?
Southwest Barbecue.
Where are you based out of? Sorry, I can't not talk to my fellow Aussie. Well, South African terms.
So we're in Appin, which is about an hour drive out of Sydney.
Okay.
Good to know.
You should have went there.
I don't do Sydney. I'm from Melbourne. He'll understand.
Well, nobody's perfect.
It's like asking if you're going to go to Boston or New York. It's Melbourne or Sydney.
Awesome. Well, William, thanks you so much for taking some time to join me today. I can't wait for this conversation. All right, Grubbs. You've been down this road before. Let's have it, brother. Who is James Grubbs, and how's your journey been, brother?
Man, J Barbecue Grubbs up in the North Georgia mountains, man, living that barbecue dream. I love doing what I do, and totally blessed to be invited by these South African guys to join their team. Humbled by it, blessed by it. It's going to be an awesome adventure. We're going to have a great freaking time, man. That's all there is to it. But we're going to cook barbecue. The goal is not just to go over there and cook barbecue and a couple of kangaroos or emus. We're talking about let's go to MEATSTOCK and place. Let's go win some money. Let's go win some. I want them to know who the level Q is. And we're in August, I started the South Africans. Gerard invited me to be on the team. And I don't know why he reached out to me a year ago right after the MEATSTOCK, but he did. And we have been conversing since the American Barbecue Showdown, of course. Mm-hmm. That's opened a lot of doors for me. I can't lie about it. Being on that show's opened a lot of doors. And right now in my life, I just got a stick in that bitch propping it open because that door only stays open so long in your life, man. And I love barbecuing. I love sharing. I just love it. And to be asked by these guys to come cook with them across the country, across the world, basically, man, I'm honored as right from the heart. I ain't lying to you. Grubbs is honored as man.
Awesome. And yeah, like I said, a lot of that's how I found out about you was the Netflix show, and which was a great time. How was your experience doing that?
Let me tell you straight up, that's the most fun you can have with your clothes on, okay? I mean, that's how I got to say it because it's like Disney World for barbecuers, man. You go in there and they got all this equipment, all this fire methods, everything a pit master would want to have in their backyard. It's right there for you. And we're talking Wagyu, prime, and Duroc pork and stuff, which my pockets don't run like that. I don't normally cook that kind of stuff up in the North Georgia mountains, So it was like trying not to drool while you're doing it because you're having such a damn good time, but having fun. And that's what going to MEATSTOCK is, man. Look, I hope we win. But if I want to go there, I want to learn something from these international cooks. All these guys are great cooks, all of them. And I want to have fun. I want to learn something. I want to have fun. And that's the basis of what I've been hustling money, man, since January to get my ticket paid for over there. And I'm working for it. I ain't asked nobody for no handouts. I'm working for it. I love it. I'm getting there, man. I'm going. Tickets booked. My man right there, Mr. Plotz, he's my host in Australia. He's going to pick me up at the airport. We're going to have about 27 days of barbecue and adventure. It's going to be a great time, man.
Awesome. Now during the show, I remember part of it, well, I don't know how long before, but it was relatively, close in the whole scheme of things. You had some health issues. How's that going with you?
Yeah.
Because I think
still rocking it, man. Yeah, 5 years later, man, I'm still down 40 pounds, but I'm, there's a little slackness involved. I ain't gonna lie to you, but I mean, it's still there. I went and had a couple of weeks ago, had a stress test, went to the doctor. He said, heart doctor, I'll see you in a year. So I beat what the gloom and doom doctor in the hospital told me. He told me if I didn't do all these certain things, I had a 200% chance of being back in that ward in 2 years. Well, it'll be 5 years in June. I ain't had another damn heart attack. So, but it's all in moderation, man. That's all I can say. That's a whole nother topic we can talk on about eating and trying to be healthy. But barbecue's barbecue, man. And, you can't go wrong with it, man. There ain't no better place or better way to meet new friends and people than over a plate of good barbecue. And I believe that with all my heart, man.
Hell yeah.
And I met these guys because of barbecue. I'm the reason I'm involved with these guys is because of barbecue. And it's a blessing, man.
Awesome. So, William, as far as the team goes, are you an original member, or you and a couple of the guys said, hey, let's throw our hat in the ring, let's start a competition team, or was the team already in existence and you got brought in? Tell us about that.
So basically, I knew Carter from, he does a spice, and he was selling his spice out here, so we got connected out to getting talking, and he's seen MEATSTOCK, and basically we got an invitation from Jay to come and compete, so we just started putting the team together, and Carter's done a lot of work and got in contact with everyone, and he's set up podcasts and things like that. So he's been working hard to get us up and running. But this will be the first competition that we're all together and we're doing together, and it won't be the last.
Beautiful. Best of luck to you boys. This is, it's all fun. And like you said, Grubbs, you're going in there, excuse me, and, you're going to learn from these guys and vice versa, and that's the beautiful thing, because, especially.
These guys are all great cooks, man. They're all great cooks. All of them. They're all good cooks. There's no doubt about it. The talent is there to win this thing. I'm being optimistic as hell too, but that's why we do it. We love to compete. But these guys that I've teamed up with, that I've been invited to be a part of, they're all great pitmasters, man. And what we're looking for is a little bit different, John. We're trying to maybe change a few flavor profiles, maybe up the plating game a little bit, what they're used to, because see, in Australia, while MEATSTOCK's a big deal, they've only been doing professional cook-offs there for a lot shorter time in the States, and even shorter in South Africa,
Yeah.
So they take their chops from KCBS, which is the granddaddy here in the States, okay? And that's because they got something to start to, they got somewhere to go to for guidelines about doing this, the Australian Barbecue Alliance. So, but that's what they go by. So it's tough, man. It's just like going to anything. I cooked in Lebanon, Tennessee a few weeks ago with some guys, and there was 140 damn teams there, man. And it's just crazy, it's crazy. And this is the same kind of deal. But there's a lot of live fire demonstrations there, which is awesome as hell. I respect live fire cooking. I mean, that's OG, man, to me. Okay, live fire cooking, Brazil, Australia, the way they do this, that's the way it all started, And they're really, really good at it over there. And all the guys that between William and Gerard, William's our host in Australia, and Gerard and Jock and George in South Africa, they're all good cooks, man. So we're going to go in there and let it rip tater chip, man. I mean, it's like, here we are. Let's see what y'all got for us, not so much of what we can bring to y'all, but what y'all got for us. And that's how I'm approaching it. I'm totally humbled and blessed to be a part of this, dude. To go to the States here and be invited to be a part of their international team. It's an honor for me.
Awesome. Let's see. John, what's happening? Randy, what's going on? Chapin, what's happening? Matt Pereira, what's up, brother? So, William, can, I've heard of MEATSTOCK. A lot of everybody's heard of MEATSTOCK. Could you maybe dive in a little deeper on, what MEATSTOCK is, how long it's been around, what kind of things go on? Grubbs was saying it's more KCBS-like. So, are there any different categories, or is it strictly just like KCBS, the brisket, pork, ribs, and chicken?
Yeah, well, so basically MEATSTOCK, it came, from my knowledge, is so Jay, Adam Roberts, and you guys know Jess Price from Hardcore Carnival.
Mm-hmm.
they all got together and they started the Australian Barbecue Alliance. So Jay and Adam went off and they basically wanted to make this festival. So Jay's just gone out and just went, well, what can we do that's going to be better than anything else they've been doing? So he's put this whole festival together, and basically it's a rock and roll festival with meat everywhere. Like, you can just see the smoke, open fire, people showcasing. We've got international people that come out and showcase. We've had Mo Casey out there that did a lot of work there before. Tough to be Stone came out last year. He was fantastic. And I think this year we've got Dark Side of the Grill. Well, he's coming out.
Oh, yeah.
Doing some work.
And BBQ's going to be there too. Yeah, BBQ from Traeger's going to be there too.
Yeah, she'll be there too. So I've actually spoken to Mel, and he wants to hook up and go in and have some drinks and do some things. But it's going to be great. Like with the proteins, we've got a brisket, the pork. Sometimes we do something different where we do lamb a lot. Or in some competitions that we do, we've got game meat that we use. So you can either use crocodile, kangaroo, anything like that.
All right. That's interesting. That was going to be one of my questions in a minute. What are you going to say over there?
I was just saying that was going to be one of mine. If you didn't touch on it, I wanted to know, like, was there any Aussie home meats that they use?
Okay, I'll let you ask that question.
Well,
Give me a minute. Give me a minute. She's feeling right at home right here.
I know.
boys.
I hear the accent. I'm like, oh, my brother.
Now, as far as MEATSTOCK goes, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's multiple events. Like,
Yes.
what do you call? Is it like by territory? I think that's how it's Australia split up, like Sydney, Melbourne. Is it?
Yes.
Toowoomba.
Is it
Yes,
one
basically
per
we just
territory?
We had Melbourne just 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
That went off. Luton Booty came and competed. Michael Johnson was there from Smokefire.
Yeah.
He competed with Luton Booty. And then Toowoomba's on, not this weekend, but next weekend, which is up in Queensland. And then we've got MEATSTOCK in Sydney, which is going to be the big one.
Okay. All right. So that kind of sounds kind of like they do the rodeo series down in Texas with San Antonio, Houston, and Austin.
Except way further apart.
Put your mic on
I
there,
did.
rookie.
It's on now. I was just talking to you, but I was just, the distance between.
Well, they got professional bull riding at
They
the MEATSTOCK too. That's part of it. Is professional bull riding, rock concerts, live fire. It's not just cooking. It's also they have ancillaries, man, where you cook wings and chicken and hamburgers or whatever off to the side, king of the grill. It's not just a KCBS competition. It's a meat festival.
Yeah.
It truly is a barbecue meat festival.
Awesome.
Beautiful. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was
Ask the question.
Well, you already kind of answered
No,
it. I was just
because
are
we're
there
going to
any-
go
well,
deeper into it.
All right. Well, let's go deeper into it then. Yeah. What sort of do you in MEATSTOCK? Yeah. Do they do you guys do like any roux, emu, croc? I mean, you did mention it before, but is there a section for that?
Not so much for MEATSTOCK.
All right.
Most of the other ADAs, if they have it on, like we've got one in Mossvale that's going to happen from Game On Enterprises, and that's basically we're going to use deer meat and kangaroo meat and things like that. But with MEATSTOCK lambs, I'm pretty sure is one of the main categories that we'll be doing. But yeah, you'll find that a lot of meats that's being done there. There will be game meats that will be for sale as well. For open live fire cooking and that. So, I mean, it'll be good. I'm pretty sure I'm taking Grubbs out to go and find a kangaroo, and we're going to hang it and keep the tail and cook it.
Nice one.
Ooh.
And he's also doing a gumbo class in Canberra after MEATSTOCK, and I've been told that there's a butcher there for us that we can get any game meat that we want, so we can do some real mountain smoking and grilling, and so it's going to be good. It's going to be really good.
Awesome.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's
I get to go
wild.
over there and teach them how to make gumbo. Hey, that's badass, man.
That is badass right there.
That is very
For
cool.
sure. Oh, nothing like a good gumbo.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not something we get down home very often. So
Well, you got to learn.
yeah, well, I'm here now. I don't need to.
I'll learn you. Don't worry about
I
it.
can teach you how to do it. I can teach you how to do it.
All right, Grubbs, you're
Look,
on.
gumbo, I do Cajun gumbo, man. That's off the damn chain up here.
There you go.
You know,
Nice.
even in
Right.
the Georgia Mountain. I'm from Louisiana. I'm from Lake Charles, Louisiana, okay? That's where I'm from. Born and raised, Lake Charles, Louisiana. I happened to come to the mountains about 25 years ago. I never left.
Yeah.
You know, so, but it's still in my heart, my soul, Louisiana cooking. That's just the way it is, man.
That's all right. You teach them gumbo, and the Aussies will show you what real lamb tastes like. No offense, America. I'm sorry. Don't you snap your fingers
I've
at
only
me,
cooked
Jim.
lamb probably twice in my life.
No,
Yeah.
no.
I'm not familiar with cooking lamb.
I snap my
honestly, I'm
fingers
not.
because I can't come up with the name. What did you bring me back when you were down there? That yellow salt.
Oh, chicken salt?
Chicken salt.
Yeah, it's chicken salt. It's like the greatest thing ever.
He's smiling.
William
This
knows.
is where I was going with this.
Chicken salt, mate. It's the best.
Let's talk about chicken salt. Explain it. I found it extremely salty.
It is. It is. I don't know. William's more of a cook than I am.
Yeah.
I'm just,
It's salt.
But you know, how would you use it? Do you use it like just like a regular salt, or a sea salt type thing, or obviously I've learned to use it extremely sparingly.
well, we have it on fish and chips. So if you go to the fish and chip shop, which you guys don't have here like we do, so.
You have it on fish and chips, or you have it on a Chico roll, or
They don't know what a Chico roll is, mate.
Then explain. Learn me something.
Let William explain. He's the guest.
Learn me something, brother.
It's almost like a really big spring roll, kind of,
Yeah.
with stuff in it. Massive spring roll with stuff in it, and it's amazing.
They are really good. I'm more of a
Okay.
spring roll than a Chico roll. Think of it. Okay, so over here you guys have like egg rolls.
Yeah.
It's a little less Oriental, Asian-y, I suppose. More they have like cabbage and stuff in
Yeah.
it, but they're giant, huge.
Almost like a burrito size.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh.
Ish. Yep. Deep fried.
Oh, no.
Oh yeah, they're awesome. Awesome. But yeah, chicken salt, we normally use it on fish and chips. I don't know if many people use it in actual cooking. William would be able to answer that. I basically just have it on fried food. Does anyone cook with it?
No, not really.
Yeah.
It's designed just for cooked food and oil.
Yeah.
So the MSG absorbs the oil and sticks to it and makes a good flavour on it.
There you go.
Almost
see?
like a crusty kind of flavour
Yep.
of salt.
Yep. And I brought you back peri seasoning
Yes.
from Nando's. Again, no one knows what that is except probably William. So.
Uncle
Well,
Steve, what's up?
Nando's is actually South African product.
Oh, there you go. Nando's is a South African product. So
See?
that peri seasoning you've got.
See, you can always learn in barbecue. I'm getting all this in.
Anyway, enough about chicken salt and that. Get back to the
So,
meat
William,
stock.
you could definitely answer this better. Meat itself, okay? I was listening to a show the other day, and I can't remember who the hell was on it. But they were saying that barbecue in Australia itself is not that old. Like how we have it in the States, it goes back, 100 couple, from the inception of the country. And before that, the forms of it. While when he was saying that in Australia itself, he was talking maybe about like 15 years, really. Is that true?
Well, smoking meat is about 15 years that they've started generating out in Australia. But I mean, barbecue's always been barbecue in Australia, but it's always been on gas and a hot plate.
Okay.
Open fire was never really a thing here. I remember when I came from South Africa to Australia, I was 11 years old, and I didn't know what a gas barbecue was. So basically, because I grew up just making fire and cooking like that. So I got introduced to gas barbecues and never liked it. But I mean, it's taken off here now. It's become a massive marketing product here. Smokers. You know, we've got GMG running in here. We've got Prager's. We've got the Pit Bosses. Every barbecue shop that you go to now has got smokers. It's got the Kamados. Everyone's got their rubs. Like, we've got some of the best rubs in the world, actually. Like, just around the corner from us is a guy, King and his Q. He got fifth in medium for rubs in the world.
Oh, well, did you say King Louis?
No, King and his Q.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he's a local guy around here that he sent his rub in, and he come fifth in the world for medium heat.
Fifth in the world.
Okay.
That's impressive.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. But where I was going with that was part two of this was, as far as the cuts of meat, has it gotten easier to get? Because I know this gentleman was saying that, you know, it used to be tough to get a hold of a full pack brisket.
Yeah.
You know, has that gotten easier over the time?
120%. Like, it's become an industry here. So we've actually got some of the A grades in the world now for brisket and your short ribs.
Mm-hmm.
So all our big cow companies that are out there, they're sending it all around the world now. And then we're getting a lot of it in here now. So we've actually got shops and butcheries based on low and slow meat.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah. So you go in there, you get your rubs, you get your smokers, and then you get your low and slow meat.
Oh, that is awesome. That is awesome because because Grubb knows.
And as an American over here, I'm drooling about that shit because I'm trying to buy a pack of brisket up here at the damn corner store for $1.99 a pound, but it ain't nothing like what they got rocking over there with the marble and the wagon. They got the stuff going on.
Yeah.
They got the beef. The beef is going to be up here, what we're cooking in Australia, not what I normally cook, but I have cooked it. But not normally. I have to have like a few extra hours of a paycheck or some shit like that to even buy it.
Oh yeah.
But what they got going over there, the beef wise, and I know that lamb is going to hit, man. I can guarantee you, the lamb they're raising over there to cook like this, freaking top of the line, man. Top of the line.
Aussie lamb is. When I moved over here, everyone hears, "Oh, lamb, it's gamey." I'm like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Well, then I tried lamb from here and I went, "Oh, I understand what gamey means now." Because I'm like, Aussie lamb, it's almost sweet. It's oh my God, it's beautiful. So yeah, I do get why a lot of Americans are maybe shy away from the lamb because buy Aussie lamb. It might cost you a little more, but if you get the opportunity to buy it over here, try it because it'll change your perspective on lamb. For sure.
Yeah, I agree. That's why I'm looking so forward to going over there because.
Yeah, you're in for a treat.
I'm living North Georgia mountains. Where the hell am I going to cook a lamb like that? Hell, I might get an emu steak over there that I can stuff with blue cheese and shrimp and jalapenos and cook it over there, and it's going to be boom. You know.
There you go.
I can't get that.
Not to be a stickler, but you'll be stuffing it with prawns when you're in Australia, Grubb.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Yeah. Do it.
Nice. Now, with the team itself, are you guys involved with any charities with your cooking as a team?
We're not as a team. This is the first time we've all gotten together as a team.
Oh, okay.
No, that's.
Now, are there some
here in North Georgia?
Just bear with us, folks. We're having a few connection issues being international. It's all good.
MEATSTOCK itself, are there a lot of charity organizations involved? Like we have the cook-offs over here. There's always a charity or two involved in certain cook-offs.
Yeah, sometimes, I'm not too sure what the charity is for MEATSTOCK this year, but a lot of times it's they get guys out for men's health and things like that. Like they've got a competition running there that's called Dad Bod. And if you haven't seen it, you've got to actually look at it on the photos that they. So the best dad bod wins. So big guys, tattoos everywhere. I think last year's guy, he had a keg on his stomach that he tattooed, and it's just things like that, and it's all for men's health. And also they give out free tattoos if you can make it, which me and Grubbs are going to go get one with MEATSTOCK.
Yes.
I'm getting mine before I come. Wait, I already got one scheduled. I'm getting MEATSTOCK logo tattooed on the back of my leg. The week before I come, my daughter's going to do it in red on the back of my leg. Yeah.
Nice. Oh, that's.
But if there's a free opportunity to get a tattoo in Australia, guess who's going to be there? Me. I'm all man. But my daughter's a tattoo artist, so I got to respect that too and let her chase her dream. And I got this big space on the back of my leg next to it. I got our team logo tattooed on my leg already. And between that and some original art, I'm having the MEATSTOCK logo in red run down my leg on the back of my leg. My daughter's going to do it the week before I actually fly out. So I don't get no chiggers or nothing. Some critters in that some bitch while I'm over there, but
Oh, for sure. Now, back covering a lot of MEATSTOCK, obviously. I know Steve Jimenez from Kids Q Nation. He started working with some people, and they expanded it into Australia. I know a couple years ago they was actually going to have a few kids from Kids Q come to the States, and they were going to have a kids cook-off, and that got all sidelined with the pandemic and all. Now, is there a Kids Q event or going to be at MEATSTOCK?
So as far as I know, and I've seen them, there might be a Kids Q happening with the SCA. That's what we normally run it with. I'm not too sure. I was in the scene before with Kids Q Nation with Matthew Staunton, and he was running it here. He was the ambassador here. And but I mean, at this minute, I'm not too sure what's going on with that because of that whole pandemic that actually happened. A lot of people pulled out, but it's starting to slowly build back up again and getting interest of people coming out and doing Kids Q Nation. But it was really great. Like I've judged most of the Kids Q Nation steaks, and they're cooking steaks better than some adults.
Yeah,
like it's so good. It's really good to see that generation.
I love it all, man.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. Well, the Kids Q shit, I love that, man. I'm going to tell you, everybody here right now, I think getting these young kids involved in the barbecue world is a great thing. No doubt about it. I think it's awesome as hell. That's one thing Melissa Cookson from the Joe has done the World Junior League of Barbecue. And you got high school teams over here in the United States now that have gone to some of these cook-offs and beat professional teams. So I love it, man. I think it's awesome as hell. I mean, you get these kids all in this shit. Like I say, smoked brisket, not meth, man.
Yeah.
These guys, I mean, their kids are rocking it, man, and they're learning it, and it's only going to carry the whole barbecue thing further on, generational, But I think that's cool as heck, man. I really do. With getting the kids involved, I think that's awesome. I think it's just totally awesome, man.
Oh, absolutely, Grubbs. I 100% agree with you. Getting them involved. It's it's so fun. It's rewarding. I remember like the first time my kids started asking me questions about what I'm doing out there in the driveway all day. And then starts with them cooking hot dogs and moving on to this. It's just great. It's another connection that, we as adults can have with, our kids, our nieces, our nephews, the younger generation, to bring them up. Because especially with the kids now, all the technology these kids have, and obviously in the
Turn
barbecue.
off the damn phone, fire up the grill.
That's it. But with the technology, even, you know, in our barbecue world, the technology has taken stuff to the next level. You know, be it the,
Right.
you know, the electronics aspect of it, the Wi-Fi enabled, or even just the design that you can use on an offset smoker or a drum smoker. Just the technology for the design-wise has changed the game. But I had, you said, you know, smoke meat, not meth. You know, I was talking to a guy, and he goes, "Oh hell yeah, I get him into all of it." He goes, "Because you get into this as a hobby, you're not going to have to worry about them doing drugs because they can't afford them. That the meat costs so much, they got no money for anything else." But that is awesome.
It goes back to the early statement, man. Meeting people, new people, the world of barbecue, and I've been around it for 40 plus years, man. I've never done professional cook-off myself as a competitor, ever. I've been around it, been a part of it. I know a lot of people in that circle, but I've never really done that. I'm not a pro the way I see it. You know, I just love cooking barbecue. But by sharing that with these kids, man, these teenagers, and they actually pick it up, you're opening doors, man. Things are going to even change more, you know. And I'm going to say this, I don't know, some people feel funny about pellet grills and all, but I'm going to tell you straight up, man, with a pellet grill. That is like 120 times in a gas grill. I don't give a damn what anybody says, man. My opinion.
Yep.
You know, because the way I see it is your fuel source should be a part of your recipe. This is how I see it. Okay, whether you're wanting wood, charcoal, pellets, whatever, that's going to change the flavor profile of what you're presenting at the end of the day. So that should be just as important part of your recipe as your rub or your honey or if you use a binder, your binder, whatever. The technique to get there at the end of a cook is always going to be the same. Always cook it's done. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. Don't until it's done. Some people run hot and fast. Some people run low and slow. But having the fuel source included in your recipe mentally, you add that to what you're doing. That's going to change what you're doing on the grill. And it's a work hard, man. The way I see it. You know, I mean, I make a lot of sausage and bacon too. But when you can take a pork butt or you could take a piece of meat and change it, literally change the flavor and how it bites to offer somebody something they've never had before, it's an artist, man. You're an artist. I don't care if you're a tattoo artist or whatever. It's an artist. Their meat is their art. And when they serve it to people, that's like having a painting. It might all be gone when they're done with it instead of hanging up on the damn wall. But it's still, they remember in their mind they had a bite of and how good it was. And that's what barbecue's all about, man.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, boys, we're coming up against it, so I got one last question. And William, we'll start with you, then James, Grubbs, you can follow up after. What are you looking forward to the most with this experience of all the boys coming together for the very first time?
Well, for me, meeting them, and also another thing is just learning. In barbecue, you never learn enough. To be able to take Grubbs' view and the guys from South Africa, what they do, and put it all together and make something different to what you already know. It always improves you at cooking and makes a different kind of, flavor profile of what you think is right, but now you've tried this and there's something different that you can use. For me, learning in barbecue is the most important thing. It's creating something different that's going to make a better experience for people that you sort of feed your food to, and they can go, wow, this is amazing, this is great, I remember Tuffy also saying, he goes, he'll never reach his point where he doesn't want to learn about smoking meat anymore or cooking different profiles or, the flavors is limitless. It's what you put together is what's going to make your meal at the end of the day. So I want to be at that point where I've got experience and I've got kind of flavor profiles where I can use, and I go, well, they don't like pepper or anything like this. Okay, try this. This is a lot better for you. This is going to be great.
Awesome. What about you, Grubbs?
Man, I'm the same way, man. It's all about learning, man. Look, you ain't burn up a brisket or two, you ain't learned shit about cooking one, and that's just the way it is, man. But it's all about the experience. Plus, I get to go to Australia and cook with these guys that are freaking awesome cooks. I get to do I get to do all this stuff. It's learning and having fun. That's what I want to do, learn and have fun. If we win something, we win something. I hope we do. I'm going to try to. But it's all about learning and having fun and sharing your barbecue. Knowledge is free. As Gerard tell you, knowledge is free. So why not share the knowledge that I've gained for 40 plus years of barbecuing, and I'll share it with anybody. You can call me tomorrow. I'll share you with. But if you say, Grubbs, what's the best way to do this? I can't tell you that. I ain't learned the best way to do nothing yet. I'm still learning every day. I'll tell you how I do it, but I don't know this is the best way. But I get good results from what I do, but I'm always learning. I'm always trying to get better. And that's just because I love cooking barbecue. And that's what's driven this team together. Every guy on this team loves to cook barbecue. That's how we got together. That's why we're going to MEATSTOCK. And you know what? We're going to kick ass. Boom.
Hell yeah.
Like that, man.
Awesome. Well, boys, thank you so much for taking the time. I wish the other boys were able to make it, but hey, these things happen. No worries there. But guys, good luck. Give them hell. And put some smoke in the air and have some fun, boys. Enjoy it.
Kick ass and take names. And maybe we can all come back afterwards and do a podcast.
We'll figure something out. Awesome. But, guys, thank you so much. Good luck. Safe travels to everybody. And, like I said, give them hell.
All right, brother. Smoke if you got them.
All right. Peace, guys. Thank you. Awesome, Chrissy.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Interesting.
My little chatterbox there.
Interesting.
I can't help but I see another Aussie and I'm like, let's talk.
Well, that was that thing you knew. You know, like I said, when I was sitting here trying to come up with chicken salt, you know.
Yeah.
You know, but you know a lot of like the different proteins from there, and you know, it was beautiful. But
oh yeah, Grubbs, his mind's gonna be blown when he tries lamb in Australia.
Yeah,
it's oh my god. I wish it for all of you to really try proper Aussie lamb. It's incredible. It's incredible. It's probably my favorite.
Go back, sneak one back in the purse. We'll raise it.
I don't know. Yeah, how are we gonna freeze it? No. I don't know.
No, bring it back still breathing. We'll take care of it. We'll take care of the rest of it up here.
Smuggle an actual Australian lamb back into the country.
Listen, when I went to Houston, there was a cat walking around the plane in a tutu. I don't want to worry about a...
That's a story for another show right there.
We haven't even talked about Houston.
Oh, no. I know.
My trip, but awesome.
We should.
Well,
all right. Well, that's,
everybody, let's see. Marty V, damn it, boy. Is in there chaping what's happening. I saw Big Kano in there. Tim Rogers, thank you boys for tuning in. Oh, great episode.
Yeah.
A lot of fun. Learned a couple tips. Nice.
Yeah.
Next week, we're going to have some fun.
When do we not have fun?
We got David Bettendorf joining us of Still There Shine Sauce. I was introduced to David from... Randy and Junior Salinas he was on their podcast, Damn That's Good with Big Salinas. Mm-hmm. Check them out. Download it. You'll get all their episodes. Awesome. Great interview. Incredible sauces. Ooh. His vinegar mop sauce might very well be the best I've ever had.
Oh. You should say that on the show, and then I'll say, I've never had it. Maybe you'll send us some.
But it is absolutely incredible.
Awesome.
We'll just give you a little hint. Still There Shine Sauce. Can you figure out what the first ingredient is?
I wonder. Does it start with moon?
There might be a little distillery involved in sauce.
Awesome. That's cool.
But that's next week. I'm excited. But that's it for this week. I'd like to thank you for joining us. Catch the audio wherever podcasts are found. Catch the video on Facebook and YouTube. On YouTube, hit that subscribe button, notification bell. You got all the episodes right at your fingertips. Find all the social media links down below. Questions and comments, please send them to pitlifebbqpodcast@gmail.com. Like always, subscribe, rate, and review. Hit that share button. And until next week, keep the smoke rolling.
The views and opinions expressed by the hosts, guests, or callers of this program do not necessarily reflect the opinions of the Studio 21, Podcast Café, the United Podcast Network, its partners, or affiliates.